Alright, so there's been a big ol' rebalancing. The adventurer got yet another buff, and there's now an archer class, and uh enemies take longer to kill but give more XP, and uh the drop rates were changed, and there's new armor, and there's new UI, and there's new colors, and there's new enemy areas, and there's new. Okay, there's a lot. A lot has changed. Um, I waited after that came out to just reach the end of what I was doing here, so we can check out my new, more powerful day pet challenge. I need to feed all my pets. 15 minutes? Do I have to cancel them? I think I get a reward even if I cancel early, right? No, I don't. Uh... Shit. I miscalculated somewhere. I have to cancel the dungeons that were running for like 11 hours or something. Oh, that hurts. I don't wanna. Shit. How did I miscalculate? Ah! I hate it. I hate it so much. But we need to feed them. And I was sloppy somewhere. Alright, anyway, everything should line up. I should be able to just barely claim and feed before this timer runs out. And... Wow, I'm only at 68% of the way through the game? Is that right? Huh, how about that? No. We want to know. This is at 46%, and we want to see how much stronger it be. Hopefully a bunch. I mean, I haven't put too much effort into this because I know I'll run one of these again in the future. But anyway, what we got going on here is pretty stable at around 56, and we're a little bit more hoppity boppity now, as you can see. I need iron ore, which I need to get from the Stony Dungeon, but that one's really bad for me. Going backwards or forwards, this is where the best XP is right now at this moment for me. There's a dragon room, which is all kinds of cool stuff, including fire jewels. I don't know what those are, but I want them. But that's a monster area level 60. And these are 50 now. This is a 40 now. Anyway, we're going to class change. And we're probably going to spend a lot more time crafting and specifically smithing, because we need to get this past level 10 so we can make the iron bars. We'll also need the iron ore for the iron bars. And we're going to want to craft a bunch of stuff. For this moment, let's just slap together a quick dagger, because we're going to class change into an adventurer, which will lead into a thief. The archer is also an adventurer. It's not a hybrid warrior thief. It's just a adventurer. Okay. Oh, I guess. Yeah. I really wish there was a reason to, like, take multiple classes. Anyway, whatever. We're going to switch to Adventurer, and it's going to make us very weak. So our 620 attack becomes 287. And I'll wait till the dagger finishes. And then we're going to have to adventure. Much weaker. Alright, got that. 1 minute. It's cutting it pretty close. We'll collect these, then we'll collect these, then we'll feed everything. And then we'll hopefully be better than 46%. Hopefully. I'll take that. I'm so annoyed about those dungeons, man. That hurts. But you need all those pets. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I wasted it for nothing. Maybe I didn't have to do... Okay, I'm not going to second guess myself right now. Alright, I'm going to have you start in the wimpy side. And while I take care of business that I have to do, and we'll kind of work from there. My goal is still to focus on... Oh, really? He did? Doggone it. Alright. I still want to kind of focus on the crafting skills. Okay, there we go. We're looking pretty tough now. That XP ain't so hot, is it? Well... Okay, stop for a second. Okay. And the answer is... we just went up by 4%. Not bad! A 4% gain on pet food growth. And as I said, I wasn't taking it all that seriously, because I know in the not-too-distant future I'll do it again when I've leveled up the relevant pets and, you know, I'm doing all the day and challenges again. Also, I'll take this. Okay, everything else is shadow clones or creation count. We'll leave it alone. Okay, this is going at 16,000. It's already taking multiple hits in the small cave. And compared to the absurd XP I was gaining before, this feels awful. I also won't be getting the herbs I want. There's no way we can go up another step, is there? Well, let's consider. Now, the hilltop wasn't good for me. They have low magic defense. Wow, the Wrath is at 5 magic defense. So, because we do physical attacks, we're probably better off here. The stone circle is completely out of the question. I feel like the hilltop is an obvious mistake. Let me see. Prepare. The drops boost is what we'd really like. Speed boost might be worth using. But we gotta get to level 35 in the end. We should level quickly, but... is there a reason to even use prepare right now? I don't think there is. I can't even use my MP. Alright, we'll call it 15,000-ish. How bad is the hilltop? It's going to be bad. It's going to be terrible. I mean, they're not going to be able to hurt me. But We're so weak. What do you think it's gonna take? A week? So, let's figure this out for a second. The only stat we've got that carries over is our level up, our just raw levels. We don't have the big attack boost from being a warrior. We don't have the passive for another like 50% attack boost. And we don't have Aura Blade. As we level Adventurer, our attack will rise, as will our speed. But we're really not gaining much. 1.2, it does hit a little bit harder. You know, weirdly, it might be okay to fight on the hilltop. It might be. I wouldn't get any scrap metal working here. But the overall drops. The uncommon herbs. I really would like the uncommon herbs. Because that's what I want to be using. But I can't justify this. I gotta go back to the small cave. Alright. So, it's just a waiting game. The drops boost is the only thing I really have to look forward to until I get to the next class. And there's just nothing that the crafting and smithing can really do to help me, honestly. We're just kind of stuck. I mean, I have a lot of potions. I guess the glass is still useful from this area. Man, I wish I could carry some of my abilities over. Alright, well, anyway, very happy with the results of our day challenge. And we're just gonna kinda roll along, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I pushed a little bit on that multiverse. Look at this. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. 10 hours at this rate would be, you know, pretty nice. But honestly, a couple thousand isn't gonna make a difference on, these. The 4% boost to pet food is nice and will have some help on these. I want to do a whole bunch more of them, but they take a lot of time now. Was there something else? I feel like oh, right. 2 something else's. Right, of course. Hold on. I wasn't running one of these at the moment because the challenge towards the end of it, I was like, I just want to level up. Yes, here. It says it's 140. I don't know if I believe it. Shouldn't that number have gone down? Alright, who wants to get real buff? I'm actually thinking of sending Feda in. Because, I mean, I could put in a different crafting thing. There are some good candidates there. I could put in... Well, I could put anything in. but I'm going to put this in. Maybe if he gets really, really strong... Okay, yeah, there it goes down to 83. Yeah. It'll grow large again, and I'll always keep a certain, probably 10 of this before I buy all of this. I do want to max all this out. But anyway. Growth! Because we are going to do another day pet challenge and other things after we push more of these through. Anyway, he could help with that, maybe. Yes, other thing. I have decided I will go with build speed. So our build speed is currently 3 week. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now, your current build speed is 3.9 week. It's not quite 25% better, but still, even if it's not quite 25% better, it's still almost, it's still more than 20%, which helps with this. You gotta know all the things it plugs into. It's a really big deal. It's a really, really big deal. Very awesome. Very glad to have it. All right. That 4% just isn't enough. It isn't enough. Still, each of these help me when I come for these. Okay, anyway, we'll just... There'll be more holidays coming up in the not-too-distant future. I wonder what the statues will do. I mustn't do the day challenges again until the holiday season is over, bare minimum. And... Well, getting this guy to be real buff is nice and all. I think I need to level up you. I think you will have a larger impact on things. Yeah. Man, this stupid thing. Yeah, doggone it. He could have gotten so many more dungeon items saved. I'm so annoyed I had to cancel those. God, if I had just fed them before doing that adventure, it would have been... But I didn't, because I was busy and I was distracted, and I just kind of clicked through some things real quick. Can't be helped now. Alright. Okay, so here we are. 15,000. Could be better. So let's make it better. Okay. Stop it! Stop fighting! Long enough to equip drop boost. 30% more enemy drops, 15% more XP, and I bet this levels up to become better. Also, we're using MP now. I don't really think that's gonna be an issue, but hey. Alright, so this should add... We should be 16,000 something, close to 17,000 XP while here, with the higher drop rate. So... yeah. I'll have to take a little while for it to balance out. I don't think I can advance to a stronger area yet, because although our attack power is going up bit by bit, it's not enough. But hey, look at this. You know, it's not actually using XP to gain. This is going up based on the number of times used. This is just rising over time. which is interesting. So definitely want the drops boost to level up. That's, well, really it's for steel, but that's good too. So we want to maximize that. There's really nothing else I want to equip or do with this class. Speed boost might be nice. Maybe. But, I gotta wait till 35? This was 8-ish hours? 8-ish hours to get here. Something like that. You can probably pull the pumpkins out now. It will be removed after the event is over. Well, go ahead then. Huh. The maximum was 250k. I didn't do too bad during that event. Well, I have some things to craft. That's good. In particular, I want anything relating to smithing, because I want to get the smithing past level 10. I think my estimation is right. It's going to be almost 18,000. And if the attack power continues rising, then, you know, it'll be over 18,000 before too long. But it won't really be, as an adventurer, we're never really going to be all that great. A thief, slightly better attack power. Slightly, but the best thing about it is the speed boost, I think. The defense actually goes down! Huh. How unfortunate. Meanwhile, Archer... Both Archer and Thief have less defense. Whoa! The Archer loses attack power. What the hell? What? I thought this was going to be a high attack power. I thought this was going to be like the glass cannon build. But no. It has less hit points, but it also has less attack. It has intelligence. Less speed. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Aside from accuracy, everything about this doesn't look good. So if you're in an area with high dodgy enemies, maybe this class would have a reason to exist. But then we ask ourselves about the skills. Okay, double shot uses only half your damage, half your accuracy. But still, you're shooting twice. Traps are stun attacks. I have trouble seeing the point. Unless you're fighting enemies. Consistently, the best way to gain XP is to fight in an area where the enemies are of minimal threat to you. So, I'm having... maybe if we find bosses and things, that will matter. Alright, Arrow Rain. 5 hits. Ooh. They're at 50% attack and hit. Targets randomly. Okay, that's the big debuff on it. It targets at random. It's also a little bit slow and inaccurate, but still, 5 shots? And you, even with the accuracy penalties, you're an accuracy-based class, so... What the hell? You're an accuracy-based class, and yet both of your actual archery abilities, this cuts your hit in half, and this also cuts your hit in half with an additional 30% debuff. What is this class? So, we're actually not the accuracy class. We're not the sniper. No, we're the very inaccurate, the least accurate class. But I guess the low attack power is made up for by just shooting like 5 shots, so... In actuality, I think we are the glass cannon. I don't know, man. This class is weird. That's what's expected it to be. Let's see. Ambush is you get to attack first, which is nice. See, this ability's wrong. This ability's wrong. It makes sense. Every attack you make as a bowmaster is hitting harder. So, you know, or attack boost. Here we go. Every attack you're making has its attack boosted. It then makes sense that every attack costs more MP. That makes sense, right? Yeah, I think it does. Ambush only affects your first attack, but then it makes all of your attacks cost more MP. That's stupid. It should just cost a bunch of MP once. I honestly, it shouldn't be a passive at all. It should be an active. Ambush can only be used at the start of a fight, and then you just give it some good numbers, and it's an active ability. It shouldn't be a passive at all. Huh. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure if the arrow rain is really worth it. The arrow rain is very good ability, particularly if you can actually hit with that 0.7 consistently. It is a really good ability, but you're fragile, and I'm not sure you're inaccurate despite everything. I think the warrior is just a better damage dealer, with able to tank hits better as well. With I think HP regen is, I mean, ambush, even though I criticize it, might be a really good skill. If you combine that with arrow rain, maybe this would be a really good class doing that specifically. But this has sword mastery plus attack boost, plus its choice of defense or HP if it wants a third. And, I mean, you've got sword rush, which isn't gonna miss. It's gonna hit 3 times, not as good as 5 hits, but when you've got an attack boost that looks like this, well, each of those hits is basically hitting 50% harder than the bow would. This just sounds like a better ability. Good grief, it even costs less. It's 15 instead of 20. I expect this class will probably get tweaked a bunch. I think there's going to be patch notes altering it in the future. Anyway, yep, settled out more or less what I thought it would. Hey, you know, a 15% XP boost. Very nice. That should help us get where we need to go faster. The drop boost makes sense as a passive, and it's constantly costing you MP because it's giving you more XP and items. Look, I don't know, man, but it makes more sense to me than ambush, because it's a continual effect. It's a passive. Ambush would only make sense as a passive if you were constantly, during the fight, ambushing them over and over again somehow. some way. Maybe the traps would jump out of the ambush occasionally because you set up traps as part of your ambush. I don't know. I'll still want to level up everything eventually, but for now, we're just going to zero in on steel. And since I've got the warrior, I don't see a reason to be an archer. But if I didn't have warrior levels, if I had been an adventurer and gone into thief, having the archer as a damage dealer that I could swap into might make a lot of sense. Suddenly switching over from thief to archer when I don't need to steal anymore. That might make, actually, yeah, in that context, it makes a lot more sense. I can't help but feel like hide and ambush should be on the same character and somehow used in conjunction. Somehow. I don't know. Anyway, I'm wondering what the alternate warrior is gonna be. Because this is already leaning paladin. Maybe it'll be a berserker? And give up defense to just have a ton of attack? Yeah, I would like that, but probably not. We'll have to see. We will have to see. In the meantime, I can let this run a little while longer. Give me that. Go over here. Get to work. Probably want... Wait a minute, what have I done? Oh no, I've made an error. No. You only need 10. You can have this. We can do this. Keep up the good work, guys. Alright, anyway. Yeah. I'm still not getting items that really excite me here, but it's mostly those common herbs. But there's no way that we're ready to jump to a higher level area yet. Sadly. And basic attacks certainly aren't gonna... Bash is 1.2. Whereas basic attack... But if I keep leveling basic attack, every time I want to level up a new class, I'll find myself using basic attack again. Leveling it up might be an investment into the future. And I am using mana potions already, just with the drop boost alone. I think I'd better leave it alone for now. We'll just keep doing basic attacks for now. Alright, let's try something. Alright. Hold up. Let's try something. How much does this impact preparing? How much time will we spend? I really don't think this is worth it. I like preparing as a skill, but I can make all the potions I want at this time. I mean, I know they eat 2 herbs per jar, which is really annoying, but I can just always make more of them. So I'm not sure the downtime is worth doing. It's not that much. Like, it is a really short amount of downtime. I'd have to let her fight for a while and see what it looks like on the average. Let's do that. We'll come back in a few minutes and see what that did to the averages. It really doesn't seem Like it could be reducing my XP that dramatically, but it somehow is having that dramatic of an impact on my XP gain. So yeah, we're gonna not use preparation. We're not gonna use preparation. It's not good for us. Nah. What can I say? Yeah, what can I say? It's not good for us. Better off just making more potions. We want to make potions anyway. Hmm. But I sure do wish we were at the hilltop. Ah. If only I had magic attacks as an adventurer, then this would be easy. Hmm. This thing is very dodgy. Hmm. But I want the iron ore. I can't help but feel like I really would be better off just sticking to warrior and warrioring my way up to here. But it sounds like steel is an amazing ability, so I want that in my tool belt the next time an event shows up. The next time anything shows up. Alright, anyway. The difference between preparation and not preparation is so big. It's kind of crazy. It's like that ability by itself invalidates the drop boost. That's how big of a difference it makes to my XP. And then some, honestly. I knew I'd have it this morning when I woke up, and here it is! Okay, forget the double attacks. We're switching things around. Maybe I'll use a stun or something. Alright. So first thing to do is... That's enough of that. Okay, alright. Let's start by going with what I'd love to do and see how bad it is. If I could do anything, I would do this. Okay, how bad is this gonna be? This is not gonna work, but I want to see it. Okay, already stealing. Okay, alright. Well, he's having a lot of trouble hitting me. But sooner or later, something's gonna connect and we're gonna see the problem. Okay. He's dodging some. That's bad. He's got bash and double attack. It's two rogues fighting. His actual damage is only hitting me for ones. I can do this, because he doesn't have the impact. Well. Now, the MP is absolutely being destroyed. So this will consume a lot of potions. And the dodging is a problem. The dodging is a problem. If we leveled up some, we'd hit more frequently. It's not too bad. It really isn't. I'm gonna go back here to some place where we can get ourselves some uncommon mana herbs. we could spend a little time leveling further. Would that be more efficient? The added accuracy really would help. Yeah, we're missing too much. We're missing too much. But I'm getting away with it like this, so... Because I had other things I was thinking of doing. One of them is preparation. There's also the potential bash. I could be doing dagger mastery instead of speed boost. Like, I have options here. But if I can get away with this, I should just try to get away with this. Let's try the hilltop. Which will at least get me some of what I want. How hard do you guys hit? I just need to see them hit me. It's must-have information. I guess I'm okay doing this. Do you think I'd be better off running preparation? Or, you know what, we're trying to level our crafting skills. That includes alchemy. As long as we're stealing more herbs than we're consuming, this is fine. And it looks like that should be the case, although, not every enemy here drops the uncommon herbs. I messed up. Just the wraths. But still, that should be fine. The problem is there's no other way I can get my hands on iron ore other than the stony dungeon. Each of these areas should have a neat bit of flavor text on what the place is. But anyway, why is it the only thing that carries iron ore happens to be fellow rogues that are dodgy? This is a problem. Aside from leveling, I don't know how much I can really improve things, but a better dagger would give me increased accuracy. A better bracer as well. Let me see. So I could upgrade to the leather over cloth. That's a little bit. That's, you know, this is a smidge. Well, the iron dagger is only a 4. That's not much. But still, it's something. I could equip 2 of them for a little accuracy boost, because damage doesn't matter as much when you're doing the stealing thing. This is a speed down, but it provides defense and resistance. Physical, 1.5. That's probably percentage based. So these probably give me a nice little physical mitigation. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards just putting some leathers on. I mean, we are a rogue right now. Why shouldn't we? I could make myself a set of leathers. But I just don't think it's going to help all that much. I'm trying to decide whether I should continue focusing on leveling up or just be satisfied here for the time being. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it here for a while. Yeah, the XP is pretty bad compared to what I was getting with the double attack and all, but that's to be expected. We are getting a lot of stuff. We're burning a lot of MP. But so long as we're gaining large amounts of mana herbs, I can just leave her crafting and crafting and crafting and crafting and level up the alchemy skill, which is, you know, we want to level all three of these up a lot. So getting loads and loads of materials is just too good. But is this really better than being a warrior? Each attack is giving me 1 in 3 boost, but actually no, 1, 2, 3, 4. They each have 4 drops, so I'd have to make 4 attacks. If my understanding of things is how I think it is, I have to make 4 attacks to double what I'd get. Plus there's a drop rate boost. Okay, that's a factor too. Let's take a second though. Okay. For comparison, okay. For comparison, we become big and beefy and we go over to the same location. Alright, the attacks are slower, but in 2 strikes... Wow, you dropped nothing? Okay, well, you know, shit happens. But in just 2 quacks... Almost 1, look at that. Oof. Wow. In just a couple of thwacks, I'm gaining all 4 of their drops. Is steel really giving me more? The aura blade is slow. The aura blade is slow. But wow. I feel like I might get more drops just doing this. Okay. Alright. Let's try... I'm so excited to have it, but let's level up some more. Let's just level up a little bit more on the class and the skills. Let me see. I suppose I could steal from these. It's taking me 2 hits to kill an enemy here, right? So, I just wanna... Alright. So it shouldn't matter if this is doing speed. Let's see if it's still 2 hits. Okay. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I want to level up steel and speed. This is obviously going to negatively impact our XP to go this far. Maybe I should be using dagger mastery. I didn't even equip my dagger back. I'm gonna leave it like this. This might be the most boring solution. Go back to the place with the items I'm not excited to have. But I want to level up steel, and I want to level up speed boost. I'll make a small concession. Because I also want to level up the class itself. So we'll put the dagger back on with dagger mastery. Okay. We'll just level up steel and drop rate and the class itself. Speed mastery isn't that important. It's just kind of nice. But this will get us more XP. And I think more drops in the end. I don't want to make any more little tiny crappy potions, but I might end up doing that. I mean, it'll level up the alchemy skill all the same. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. I mostly just want to increase that accuracy. Maybe by the time I hit level 30, maybe by the time I hit level 30 with the class levels, I won't miss so much when I attack the Tengu and the Stony Dungeon. So I'll just let that end. And leveling up steel should increase its damage, not its accuracy, though. Maybe I don't need to level up steel. Maybe I don't need to level up steel. I want to. I definitely want to. I really, really want to use my new power. I want any excuse to use my new power. I don't want to sit at double attack and carry on. This would use less MP. It's not that much. God, they're like right on the edge, of this mattering. They're like right on the cusp of double attack. And a ghoul, it should still make a big difference. Like, I could almost do it. Anyway, I'm just gonna continue leveling Thief to, like, class level 30-ish. And then we'll go again. In that time, we'll be faster, more accurate, we'll hit harder, and we'll go back to the Stony Dungeon and try again, and I will craft new equipment. That's the whole point of this, after all. So we'll craft some gear, and just a set of normal gear. Nothing fancy. And try to use that to rob the Tengu. That's the plan. It's gonna take a few days.